Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zach. Today we're going to get into the Golem. Not this guy, no, but a legendary creature that's part of Jewish folklore. For one, it still inspires pop culture today as far as comic books, movies, television, etc. And on another note, it speaks from a culture past as a warning to our future as AI and robotic technologies increase and improve. We might be opening up Pandora's box. Since the beginning of time, it seems that we've always been fascinated with humanoid creatures. Before I can compare modern-day AI and robotic technologies with the old legends of the Golem, first I need to explain what the Golem is. The concept of a Golem is a creature made of inanimate material, such as clay or mud, then is brought to life through mystical means. Rituals and inscriptions, and also practices that are found in the collective writings of the Kabbalah. The Kabbalah is an esoteric method, discipline, and school of thought in Jewish mysticism. It is believed that the Jewish rabbis mastered the Sefer Yetzirah. It's a text which describes the manner in which God creates life. So the text actually translates to the Book of Formation, noting that numbers and the combinations of the 22 Hebrew letters were used to form all things. God's name possesses the power of life and death. This actually aligns with other ancient schools of thought, that language is one of the most powerful things in the universe. While the Golem is typically portrayed as a servant following its creator's instructions, AI has the potential to learn, adapt, and make decisions autonomously through machine learning algorithms. AI systems learn from large amounts of data. They use complex algorithms to recognize patterns, make predictions, and perform tasks. Tasks that typically require human intelligence. Many of these systems are prevalent in our everyday lives and are very useful. I don't want to demonize this technology, just note that it has the potential to be very dangerous. The most famous account of a Golem was created by Rabbi Loew, the Maharal of Prague in the 16th century, for protection from anti-Semitic attacks and accusations. The Golem was named Yosel. It looked like a man, but it had no voice, had great strength, and no other will than to carry out the orders of its master. In some versions of the story, the Golem grew increasingly uncontrollable and became a threat to the Jewish community and others. So check this out. Go to the Wikipedia page for artificial intelligence. It'll give you a paragraph of its rundown, and then in history, it'll show you a little picture of Talos. There's statues of this thing in the UK and here in America. If that don't strike you as odd, you need to keep watching my channel. So Talos in Greek mythology is a very interesting story. He was given to Europa by Zeus to protect her on the island of Crete. He was forged by Hephaestus, the Greek god of fire. And remember the connotations behind the element of fire. It's not just sight and being able to see in the darkness, but also you can work with it, you cook with it, like a craftsman. So Talos was a being that was made out of inanimate materials and brought to life through mystical means, much like the Golem. Now these are deeper concerns than just job displacement, where automation and AI software are taking the jobs that living, breathing humans depend on. Also concerns of misuse, privacy invasion, surveillance, warfare that deeply, deeply trouble the mind. They could become self-aware and surpass human intelligence and act out against human interests. That is exactly what the sages were warning us about. In Jewish tradition, Adam was the first Golem. The Creator formed him of the dust and breathed life into him. When he formed him, he was just a shapeless man, a golem. So they saw the creation of a golem as sort of like an alchemical task, which proved the adept skill and knowledge of the Kabbalah. In popular legend, the golem serves as a folk hero, saving them from persecution or death, or acting out in revenge. That inspired stories like Frankenstein. However, there are legends of when things go awry, and the results are very tragic. So let's try and wrap our minds around this. The creation of mankind even ended tragically. In his own image and likeness, God created Adam and Eve. They took the forbidden fruit, and now we're in this mortal state of existence. The Creator's concealed from us. This powerful quote here by George Borges speaks as the rabbi looking at the golem and comparing that to God looking at the rabbi. So the golem assumes the role of an assistant on a specific mission. Soulless, artificial helper often runs amok and becomes a danger to its creator. If you're still with me at this point, I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for watching, liking, comment. Please subscribe to my channel. It would help me out a lot. This topic is so fascinating to me because people think it's a brand new issue, like this is a new concept with the AI technologies, like creating a being, like an existence, something self-aware and intelligent, but it's not. It's very ancient. They've been talking about this for thousands of years, so let's get into it. Meet Ptah, the god of creation and craftsman to the ancient Egyptians. An Egyptian creator god who conceived the world and brought it into being through the creative power of speech. And remember that language is one of the most powerful things in the universe. There's a hymn dating to the 2nd dynasty of Egypt that says he crafted the world in the design of his heart, and he gave life to all the gods in their essence as well through his heart and his tongue. Just as the Israelites spoke of Yahweh, which is kind of funny because the Israelites were slaves in Egypt for, 400 years? So I'm not saying that the Israelites stole this concept. It was common knowledge that the universe was created through thought, calculation, language, and sound. So too will be the means by which artificial life will be created. And I got one more for you before I let you go. Prometheus, because he is so highly regarded for giving man fire. Fire from Mount Olympus. Intellect, the means to see in the dark, the means to cook, feed themselves, fashion weapons, fashion homes. The Titans have just about everything to do with this, with man's accomplishments and achievements, as any other being that we equate to as a god or whatever. So Prometheus is best known for defying the Olympian gods. He stole fire from them and gave it to humanity in the form of technology, knowledge, and more generally, civilization. He's the god of forethought and crafty counsel. He's a culture hero and a trickster figure in Greek mythology. So Prometheus kind of meets Jewish, Greek, and I would say Christian theology. Prometheus was tasked by the gods to create mankind. In Jewish tradition, he's known as the Satan. And he's kind of like a prosecutor who stands before God saying, like, us angels are servants, we do everything for you, but you treat these humans so much better. In Christian theology, he is kind of like, he's the one that gave Eve the forbidden fruit. He is the means of our destruction. This knowledge and power did not belong to us in the first place. It is not ours to possess and to use. So, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Please like, comment, share this out, and whatever you do, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you all on the next one.